Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're having a drive around Peyia and Coral Bay. So let's have that map up first of all, just to show you where we're going. And instead of going through the centre of Peyia, we're going to follow the road as it would be going down to Aias Georgios, and then come back on ourselves to rejoin the main road that does go through Peyia. I'll show you a few of the suburbs. Then we're going to drive through the centre of the village down to Coral Bay Strip, go down there and then loop back on ourselves and finish at Philippos Supermarket. And if you're wondering why I tend to finish my films at either supermarkets or Greenpoint, it's because I try and tie in a film journey with me actually having to do something in my life, like go to a supermarket to buy food or take green waste down to the dump. That way I get more value for the trip, so to speak, with the revenue I get from the YouTube. And speaking of revenue, and as we got a quiet bit at the moment, I'll do my marketing. So if you like our films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and share them far and wide. Click on any notification bell you see, leave a comment, say how much you like us or what you don't like about us, and generally just share them around, because the more people who see them, the better it is on the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to help us out financially, go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Paphos Life and chuck us a few coffees. All coffees are gratefully received. And finally, if you want to get something back in return, go to our merchandise shop at zazzle.co.uk/store/Paphos Life/collections, and there you can get all sorts of memorabilia about Paphos, featuring pictures that we've taken and put on Facebook. And talking of Facebook, our main source of contact, if you like, is our Paphos Life Facebook page. And if you follow that, you'll get notified whenever we publish new films, new articles on Facebook, new pictures on Facebook, or new blogs on our main Paphos Life website. And also, finally, to finish off, if you go to Paphos Chat or Cyprus Chat Facebook groups, you can actually say hello and talk to other people, ask them questions about holidaying in Cyprus, moving to Cyprus, anything you want to ask. And then you'll get mostly unbiased answers. We tend to weed out all the shills if we can. Right, so that's the marketing out and done, over and done with nice and early. So we can all sit back and relax. I did actually film this film about a week ago, and since then I've been to Ayia Napa and back, because we always spend a few days having a break. I did start adding the audio to it, but I thought I might as well redo it, seeing as I hadn't finished it beforehand. So this is a view from last week, not this week. Though, to be quite honest, if you took the same journey today, you would probably pretty much see exactly the same thing. It's the sunny part of the year where the weather is uniformly blue skies, bit of sea mist in the morning, or transport mist as they seem to like calling it. And we're turning left here. This will take us eventually through some of the suburbs of Peyia, and I know one of our viewers lives up here. So hello to them when we drive past. Yeah, so basically at the moment the weather is monotonously hot and sunny. It means that if you want to take a nice sunset picture, you'll have to be very lucky, because it's just fairly bog standard sunsets at the moment. The reason I'm mentioning that is because someone was asking me where the best place for a sunset shot was, as they were coming on holiday in a week or two. Now, I would say, and this is only my own personal preference, I find just after a sunset in Cyprus is often the better time to take pictures, because the lighting goes an amazing sort of shade of purple before it gets too dark. So if you investigate taking low light pictures, because it's not as easy as you might think, you can get some amazing results. That's my photography tip. I don't tend to give them, because I consider myself an enthusiastic amateur as opposed to a pro from taking, because some people, they post pictures where they've sat there for like 3 hours to do a sort of picture, and that's not the kind of picture I take. I'm moving about, and if I see a view, I'll try and snap it, I'll get the lighting right, etc., but that's it. I don't have the patience to sit there for 3 hours waiting for a flower to bloom. My attitude is always, though, to have a camera with you, because often the scene will present itself to you, and as long as you've got anything to take to record it, then you'll be doing well. So you're going to get a lovely view of Peyia now on the right, as we approach the main centre of the village. Peyia was actually one of the villages we considered moving to when we first settled in Cyprus, because we picked a number of places. There was Anarita, I seem to recall, Peyia and Pellemi were our three main locations. Oh, Tala as well we looked at. And we settled on Pellemi because we wanted somewhere that was not too far away from anywhere. And by anywhere I mean Paphos Forest, Polis, Ikamus and Paphos Seafront. I mean, okay, if you live down here, you're much closer to places like Coral Bay and all that, but it's going to take you a lot longer to get to, the forest and, say, Pomos, for instance. Also, and this was definitely true when we were doing some night filming the other night, Pellemi is above the humidity level. And boy, did we feel the humidity when we went down to Paphos Seafront. You'll see that in some forthcoming films we've got, or you will have seen them already, depending on which way I publish them. So basically, this is why when people are talking about moving to Cyprus, we're saying, don't make a snap decision. I would say rent a place in the centre of Paphos first, so you can then do proper exploring and work out exactly what you want. Because different people will have different reasons for moving to different places. But also you need to look out for things like noise levels and stuff like that. Especially like at night time with barking dogs. But we're now back on the main road through Peyia, and all that sort of information is a good place to find that, as I mentioned before, is on the Facebook groups in and around Paphos. Because Facebook is really big in Cyprus. It surprised us when we came here. I mean, people focus more on Facebook when they do on like websites and stuff like that, really. So most villages will have their own Facebook group or two. Or there may be sort of like a municipality with its own Facebook group, and there'll be lots of people on there willing to help you, etc. But as I keep saying, use the search facility first. I know in Facebook the search facility is pretty diabolical, but it can produce, especially if you filter by date order, it tends to wake up a bit then. Anyway, so we're going through the centre of Peyia. And over the last few years, they spent quite a long time in improving this road, and now they're reaping the benefits of it. They are due at some point to improve the road from the centre of Peyia down to Coral Bay as well, but I don't know when that's going to be happening. There was talk about the roundabout being improved and stuff like that as well. But we'll have to wait and see on that, basically. And soon we'll be coming to Peyia Stadium. And I was actually surprised. I was looking, just because I was bored, because I know Peyia Stadium, or Peyia Football Club, had a bit of a story to it. I still didn't find out what it was. But they're in the second league in Cyprus, second division rather, and it's not like the UK league where Division 1's actually Division 3. Division 1 is Division 1 in Cyprus. And there are three main divisions, and after that it gets very complicated with the amateur. But there's a stadium there. They also have Peyia Market there once a month, though I believe during the summertime they may stop it because it gets so hot. Though correct me if I'm wrong on that. But normally they all post on various Facebook groups when the market's coming up, so you can just another reason for keeping an eye on it. And it's a very good market. It's how would I describe it? It's not full of tourist tat. It's not full of fruit and veg. A lot of art and craft stuff, some fruit and veg, some sort of baking goods and so. Basically, it's a mixture of all sorts. But it's not like a bring and buy sale. Do they still have those? That's going back to my child and Blue Peter days, isn't it? But it's a good little market. Anyway, we've gone through the centre of Peyia now, and we're coming down towards the Philippos Supermarket and Philippos Home Store and Phil's Restaurant. Basically, whoever Phil is, he's done well for himself, and his empire is growing. There's another Philippos Supermarket back at the top of Peyia, which I believe was the first one before they expanded down here. And I did hear a rumour, and the emphasis is on rumour, that there was Alpha Mega due to be built somewhere down here soon, which could provide a bit of competition. But Philippos is a very good supermarket. And like a lot of the supermarkets in Cyprus, it's a bit of a, how would I call it? A TARDIS in one respect. In that they're a lot bigger than you think they are when you just see the from the outside. I mean, a lot of supermarkets are like that in Cyprus, and they'll have extra. I mean, Philippos does have an extra floor, but that's mainly for the restaurant and the toilets. But some supermarkets, you'll think they're tiny, and then you'll see that they go up 3 or 4 stories or stuff like that. There's lots of banana plantations on our left and right now. I'm very wary of banana plantations these days, because when I went on a yomp through one of them, I got a very nasty allergic reaction, whether something bit me or whether it was a chemical sprayed on the bananas or what, I don't know. But by the time I got back to the car, my arms especially were just really, really itchy. I mean, all the leftover alcohol rubs in the car, left over from the COVID days, they got used up, pouring them all on my arms just to relieve the itchiness. And I made my way to a chemist as quickly as I could and got some antihistamines. It soon went away after that, but whatever it was, I was not a happy chappy. Now on the left here will be a turning which will take you to that little bridge that I featured. It's actually used to be called the Six Arches Bridge, and locals still refer to it that because it used to have 6 arches. But I think it was in 67 or 69, 4 of them got washed away and they had to hastily rebuild it, and that's why they used all those tubes that you see. It's hard to imagine that it got washed away and that the bridge was underwater, but when it rains in Cyprus, it really rains. Anyway, so we're just going down the famous Coral Bay strip now, and doesn't it look nice? I'll have to do a night walk down here with the new camera. Guess that'll look really good. I'm still working out exactly how best to use it, because it had a habit of turning itself off, which I need to correct. I mean, it's not the worst problem in the world, because it just splodged 2 scenes together if need be, but I'd rather it didn't. There's Blazing Saddles, and there's Dolce Vita on the right, and then you got Cali Resort and Spa. There were loads of other places before that, but I was waffling, so I didn't get a chance to mention them. And then we're going to go through a little loop. You'll see that they're doing quite a bit of building work beyond Coral Bay Strip, just as we turn down here. There's Coral Bay Beach, and if you're getting the bus from Paphos, the 615 bus, you can either get off there or stay on it till it enters a car park and terminates, and that's Coralia Beach. A lot of people will say they prefer Coralia Beach to Coral Bay Beach, so if one looks a bit busy, you can always try the other one. So this is Coral Bay's suburbia. And on the left, you can see there's loads more villas popping up. It's hardly a surprise because it's a very, very popular area. And I'm sure at some point in the near future, that field on the right was going to have villas built in it. Hopefully somewhere near here they'll build a few desalination plants as well. Because that's one of the issues that they have here, is that they keep building, but the water supply isn't as regular as it used to be. So they need to take that into account. This is Coral Bay. And just down here on the right will be the Ascos Coral Beach Hotel in a minute. Past these villas. Road could do with a bit of a resurface here, I think. But there you can see it just there on the right. That's another place to consider. And from there we're going to be turning back up to Coral Bay Strip. I remember that when this route used to be the main road because of the refurb work they were doing on the strip itself. So I got to know the area quite well. There's probably a busload of tourists arriving at Ascos there. This is Coral Bay's French Quarter on the right there. You see that little Eiffel Tower on top of a restaurant. And now we'll be turning left. I know we've done this bit already, but I thought I'd name some more of the restaurants. Well, the first one, of course, is Seriani, which will be on the left. Once I've let these people cross. Now, don't assume if you're a tourist that people will automatically let you across. Always be a little bit wary. Shouldn't have to say that, but I did. So there's the Seriani. And there's the Andrea. And it's the Andrea, the people who run that are the people who are going to be running Senses, I think it's Senses by the beach. Anyway, on Potomac Bay, which should be hopefully opening at the end of June. But we're going down this side road now, past the little kiddies playground that they had on the left, which I believe they've redone the the putting green there, Crazy Golf. Because we last went over, it must be around 15 years ago, and it was terrible then. So if they finally done it up, that'd be good to know. Seriously, there are ant nests in the holes. And we're going to be stopping at Philippos Supermarket. So I hope you enjoyed that little tour of Peyia and Coral Bay, and we shall no doubt see you in the next film. We'll just slide into that car park spot there. I'll have a little shuffle afterwards because it was a bit crooked in. But thanks for watching. Cheers.